good news is, according to the forecast, the rain's going to let up here. You can see it is getting a little lighter out there. So once again, please make your way up to the north end of the garage. As people walk up here, how many people who are up here already have a vehicle parked over here on the east side? Raise your hand. Okay, as soon as this is over, all those vehicles on the east side over here need to be moved. That's where we got to set up the solo course, the autocross course. Wait, a couple more people wandering up. If you are good looking and intelligent, please come up here to the north end of the garage. There's a good one, this gentleman right here. If you are number one, please move up to the north end of the garage. That's right. Got a few stragglers coming in. If you drive a real car, please come up here to the north end of the garage. Notice I didn't put mine on. Andrew Smith, hey! There he is. Hello, Ed. Okay, everybody, let's have your attention. We'll go ahead and get started. And listen to the beautiful birds that we have here in the building. My name is Ed Zabrowski. I am the Regional Executive CEO of the Glen Region SUCA, and on behalf of the Glen Region, Finger Lakes Region, Central New York, Southern New York, all the local regions, thank you for coming here to the Green Grand Prix here in 2024. This is our 20th year that we've been putting this event on. Just a couple housekeeping notes. In all seriousness, I've been repeating it over and over and over this morning. But once again, these are critical for today's event. Once again, if you have a vehicle and it's parked over here on the east side of the garage, it has to be moved after this meeting. Otherwise, it's going to be towed, literally. Okay, we got to get that cleared out to set up the autocross course. Also, after this meeting, if you're not in the Green Grand Prix and you have interest, I will be doing a demonstration on a full SCCA tech inspection of this little Mazda and driver's gear. If you're interested in how that process works, please come on over if you're not running in the Grand Prix, and we'll go through that. In the meantime, I'd like to introduce the guy who has put this together for 20 years.
With my friend,
Bob Gillespie.
Not anymore. Not anymore, he quit. You have real cars. I'm glad Ed said that because this is not a video game. I will repeat. We're used to video games. This is the real deal. On one of the world's most famous Grand Prix circuits. Home of the U.S. Grand Prix for 20 years. Yeah. You will not be driving at those speeds. Speed will be announced by Gary in a few minutes. Okay. Forgive me for reading a script, but I do not want to forget anything, all right? First, foremost, I want to thank our sponsors, Watkins Glen International, which is graciously hosting us for this, Upstate, Toyota Dealers Association. We have Jeremy, Brandon, and Drew here. Could you raise your hands? Let's have them. Also, Williams Auto Group. People, please raise your hands. their volunteer help. We've also got the International Motor Racing Research Center represented here, helping out. Now I will just proceed to your instructions. Please turn your headlights on and keep them on. That way people can see you in the mirror. And especially if it turns foggy or we get more rain. Refer to your rally instructions, which are in your packet. Very important instructions. They'll include all information about the pits, the required pit stop, and all those kind of procedures. Okay. We're not going to use the inner loop. So speed limits. Minimum speed, 35 miles an hour, 55 maximum speed, 55 miles an hour maximum. Watch your mirrors. The navigator can help with that too. There's plenty of jobs for the navigator. And while I'm talking about the navigator, we are not going to use that phone app, telephone, that dedicated telephone for anything else. That has got to be in constant communication with GPS. We're going to reset please reset your MPG and trip computer on Wedgwood Road. Gary will kind of reinforce that in a minute. Trick exit procedure will begin about 11:45. Make sure you familiarize yourself with that. That's on the rally instructions in your packet, just so there won't be any confusion. We'll record your computer information when you pull alongside the garage here on what is my right in 2 lines. That's also described. Who does not have a MPG, in other words, a fuel economy computer on their car? How many people do we have? Okay, 3 or 4. Okay. Please see me right after this driver's meeting because I need to edit the refueling list because I had more that were signed up that way. I did not know. Lunch will be at 12. Served at 12:15-ish at the media center upstairs. You'll have to go in the media center from the front door. Don't go in from the side door, please. Bring your lunch ticket with you. There are 2 tickets taped to your packet, one for you, one for your navigator. The tickets will be collected at the lunch line. We ran out of lunches last year. That's why we're doing it this way. So the lunches will be there up in the 2nd floor. Now I think I'm going to pull the average speed out of Gary's head, but I do want to reinforce again.
Hey, there's a lot of noise in the back.
Say that again.
Quiet. They can hear.
Okay. Okay. Gary, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and announce it. Your speed for each lap should average 45 miles per hour. And believe me, that's fine. For the amount of traffic we're going to have on this course and the situation around turn 1 and the loop turn at the back because we're using the short course, no passing in the turn 1 area. We don't want anybody diving down inside of anybody else or trying to pass on the outside or around the turn. Be safe. There is a track map in your packet. All right. The course length is 2.45 miles. That should help you out with trying to keep your speed in the proper time. We don't tell everybody what the perfect lap time is, otherwise.
You got to calculate it, yes.
You got to go figure. What else, Gary?
Well, flag. We're all using so we're going to do a pace lap. We can all caravan around fairly close together. Then we are going to go to the start-finish line, and we're going to be flagged off at 10-second intervals. And then with the green flag. Then when we come around, you will see over at 10 and 11, there will be a white flag held up, and that will mean 1 lap to go. And then when you come around, the entrance to the pit is also at that same point. Now, I think there'll be pylons blocking the road or a car. Then you come in, drive up the side here, and that's where we'll be reading the computers and things like that. Don't worry about idling and all that. It's a minor difference. And we have to record the mileage, total miles that you did, around 80 miles, and your mileage on your computer, things like that. Well, since I have the mic, I'll continue. One pace lap. Oh, we do have the 4-minute pit stop whenever you want it. You can take it after the first lap or halfway through. Okay, a little sales pitch here. I'm also involved with the SPTR. It's a stage rally down in Wellsboro, June 28th, 29th, run by, need about 200 volunteers. No experience needed. It's a great event, about 70 miles south. So the website, SPTR.org, will be up and running on Monday. So you can go there and register and contact me for any questions. Frank Beyer is going to discuss the phone apps. These phone apps are brand new. This is the first time. We had the Android working pretty good. The iPhone version might have a few problems, but this is a learning curve.
Question.
Did you say 1 pit stop?
Yes, one 4-minute stop that will negate both in lap and out lap. So those really don't count.
And that is described in your rally instruction page. Yes.
Well, that's it for me. The black flag, that means you come into the pit because because this guy Frank can see if you are speeding. If you're doing a lap in 2 minutes and it should take 4, then we know we'll bring you in, things like that.
One last announcement from me before I hand the mic to Frank. If you are a non-student, I have, and a non-participant in the rally, I have your lunch tickets, and I will meet you over on the 2nd floor of the media center. So don't worry about it. If you're an advisor and you don't have a meal ticket, I can take care of that.
Yes, 45.
I did, 45, yeah.
45. Okay, everybody, the written timing system that we're using to time your cars today has never been used before. This is the first time that it's ever been used on a racetrack. And so there's a learning curve involved. We apologize if there's any glitches and so forth. But I think 100% of the cars didn't read this sheet that was in your instruction pack that explained the whole test procedure that we did over here.
People don't read.
So for those of you who haven't done it, now you can end your session for the one test. And now, for all of you, we want to re-register for the Watkins Glen track. The same procedure that you went through over there. It's just that now we're switching tracks, and it will be the racetrack. And you should be good to go. Yeah, at least the Android app, your time is going to be displayed in seconds, not minutes and seconds. But I figure with an educated crowd, you can figure that a 3-minute lap is 180 seconds. And go from there. Any questions?
Quick question. Yes, question.
Yes.
Oh, it's not.
Mine couldn't shut off my thing, but now I got to re-register. Okay. see Frank if he's not showing up for the end of session.
Okay.
Is that right?
If you guys, is it an Android? You don't have it on there.
Okay, so if you have an Android phone, you do not have an end of session message provided.
I didn't have it on an iPhone either. Not on an iPhone either. It's a little red line at the very bottom.
When we did the test over there, your phone was still running.
Yep.
Okay. Down at the bottom, it should have end session on that screen. Okay.
You have to go back out.
Okay.
iPhones don't have end of session. Some of them do. You have to redo it.
Yeah. Re-register for the Watkins Glen track.
Re-register for the Watkins Glen track.
You gotta close the app out, go back and look, and then redo it.
Thank you.
Other questions?
iPhone as well, but I was already registered to the traffic.
So when the edit is finished, then you can go out and your car, you left again for one big ramp, and then go come in and pit later.
As you're going out to
One by one, and about start the record.
Okay, everybody, just one more thing here. Just one more thing. Attention.
You have an Android, right?
Hey,
Okay.
everybody
The upper
who's
right-hand
once
corner,
again intelligent, good-looking, and drives real cars.
touch the,
Hey, they got quiet. I love
they're
it.
in the corner.
All right, once again, if you're parked over here on the east side of the garage, I know I've been harping on it, but I still see a roof or two over here. They have to be moved. That's issue one.
Okay.
Issue
If you
two,
have a
once
problem, come
again,
back.
if you're not running in the Green Grand Prix and you're interested in that SCCA inspection on this Mazda, hang out over here. We'll get that started here in a few minutes. And last but not least, anything else?
I don't think so. I think everything's absolutely perfect. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, please proceed to your car and fire it up.